Hey friends! Today, we're going back in time to tell you about how the Khazar tribe survived in the desert. It's an amazing story about how they overcame all difficulties and survived in one of the harshest places on Earth. The Khazar tribe was famous for their ability to survive in tough conditions, including hot deserts and dry steppes. But no other challenges were as severe as the Gobi Desert, where they found themselves one fine day. This gigantic desert is located between China and Mongolia and is considered one of the harshest and most uninhabitable places on Earth. How did the Khazar tribe manage to survive in this lifeless desert? First of all, it's important to understand that the Khazar tribe was incredibly resilient and adaptable. They were forced to live in the most extreme conditions and, consequently, had a deep understanding of how to survive in such conditions. Their experience and knowledge were unparalleled, and they used them to the fullest to resist the Gobi Desert. One of the main reasons why the Khazar tribe managed to survive in the Gobi Desert was that they were nomads. They lived in tents and were constantly on the move, always looking for the best places for their animals to graze and the best sources of water. They were masters at circumventing obstacles and finding paths in the desert where other tribes couldn't survive. Another important reason was that the Khazar tribe was very united and organized. They had a clear hierarchy, and each member of the tribe knew their place and role. The Khazars lived in large families consisting of several generations, and each family had its own leader. These family leaders, in turn, united under the leadership of the tribe's leader. Such organization allowed the Khazar tribe to make quick and effective decisions in extreme situations, such as searching for water or food in the desert. Moreover, the Khazars were experts in the local flora and fauna. They knew which plants were edible, which ones were poisonous, and what kind of animal life inhabited the desert. Thanks to this, they could find food and water sources that were unknown to other tribes. An important aspect of the Khazar tribe's survival in the desert was their ability to move around. They used camels to transport goods and move around the desert. Camels were adapted to life in the desert and could survive for long periods without water. Additionally, the Khazaras had special carts that could be easily disassembled and reassembled. These carts allowed the Khazaras to quickly move around the desert and escape danger. It's also important to note that the Khazaras were a warrior tribe. They were well armed and trained in martial arts. This allowed them to defend themselves against other tribes and even attack them if necessary. However, the Khazaras didn't seek violence and conflict. They preferred to negotiate and form alliances with other tribes. Thus, the Khazar tribe survived in the desert due to their organization, knowledge of the terrain, ability to move and defend themselves, as well as their willingness to negotiate and be friendly. These qualities allowed them to adapt to any conditions and continue to survive in the harsh desert environment.